today I'm going to be doing an eating show, a requested one. I took a poll on my Twitter and asked you guys what would you like to see me eat, and Popeyes won, and the cat's coming too. I'm going to be discussing my upcoming plastic surgery, why I'm getting it, what I'm getting, and everything. If you guys do not care about that, I mean, it's nothing dramatic, it's not crazy at all, but let's just eat and talk. So I just went to Popeyes. It was insanely busy there. People were swearing. What is, oh. Okay, so I got mac and cheese. I just finished eating, but I thought that I should do a disclaimer at the starting of this saying if you guys are gonna actually eat with me, that I'm going to be talking about plastic surgery. It's in the title, but if you are like grossed out about like medical, like I don't like go into real detail or show pictures or anything like that, but I talk a little bit about it, so just in case, even if you're not eating, if you don't like that, that's a little disclaimer. So I got the platter, which is whatever you order plus 2 sides, a drink, and a biscuit. So the drink is massive, like bigger than my head. So let's see the mac and cheese. Dalton hates their mac and cheese. Oh, it's steaming. And then I got my favorite at Popeyes is the Cajun mashed potatoes. So it's mashed potatoes with Cajun gravy, and they're literally so good. And then we have the Popeyes box. Oh, and I got 2-piece because I felt like 2-piece, like I never eat it all anyway. And I got all white meat, and I feel like this should not be white meat. Anyway, whatever. Oh my God, I just realized I got a straw. Well, Charles Gross said that you can like melt these down and then they're not as dangerous for the environment. So maybe I'll do that with this. I didn't even think. Like at Starbucks, I always grab no straw, but I didn't even think. Anyway, I'm pausing for a thumbnail. I didn't get a biscuit. Oh my God, I didn't get a biscuit and I paid for it. I'm really sad. That's why I love Popeyes. And it makes me sad because we're talking about plastic surgery here and I'm no longer eating like shit. This is like kind of like my last like hurrah meal, so that makes it even sadder. Let's start. There's no napkins, girl. I know they're busy, but like I just want what I paid for, you know? Should I always feel weird phoning and being like, you didn't give me this. Anyway, let's go ahead and eat and talk about what I'm getting done, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And let's just talk and eat this delicious. The mac and cheese to me doesn't taste cheesy. It tastes like buttery. Like it's like butter, mac and butter. So first things first, what plastic surgery procedure am I getting? I'm getting another BBL. But like, I want to say that loosely because the first time I got like a BBL and it was a booty. And should I just go into the whole story? Okay, yeah. Oh, the first time I got a BBL, when I heard BBL and I was like, what is that? This was like before everyone was like trendy to do it. I don't care what anyone else is doing, but now like everyone's doing a BBL. This is before those days. So I heard that you could get fat put into your butt. I have been wanting a butt for years. Like that's just what I've wanted. I've always wanted boobs, lips, butt, blonde hair. That's just the shit I've always, and a tongue ring. I've always wanted that, but we all know the story about that. Can't have one anymore for health reasons. But so, that's so good. I'm gonna get into the mashed potatoes now. I just got water. I've been having so much pop lately to gain weight for this, but so that's why I was like, oh my God, you can put your own fat in your butt. Like that's what I want. I don't care about having a flat stomach. I'm fine having a tummy. I really don't care, but I want a butt. And my options were a butt implant, which I heard isn't the safest thing to do. It's uncomfortable, like for the rest of your life pretty much, because it's an implant you're sitting on. And this one was your own fat. I heard about it. I literally booked a consult that Monday and I got it done. So because I booked it so quick, I was like, oh my God, it's my dream thing to do. I didn't really have a lot of time to gain the weight for it. So I just had like the weight that, like there's no silicone put in your body. There's no like anything weird or liquids or anything. It's your own fat. So I only had so much fat and I wanted a certain size and I just couldn't have that with my body. Like that's my natural body, right? Well, natural fat. I told him to go as big as you possibly can with the fat that I can. Love it. I was so happy. But I think there's just some areas that now that I just want to fill out because I was like, I just want full fat on my booty cheeks, right? Because he's like, what do you want? I'm like, full fat on my butt. So when you look at me from the front, I look like this, right? I have like no hips. I don't really have like a projection at the top of my butt. It's just like full fat. So This procedure now I'm going into isn't really, I'm not really saying it's really a second BBL because I'm just kind of like putting here and there, like just a little bit. A lot of people probably won't even tell a difference, to be honest. Like, I'm not going massive, I'm not going huge. I'm kind of just like shaping my body. So I would say it's more like body sculpting, if that makes sense. I'm just putting a little bit more shape to my body because that wasn't initially what I was looking for with shape. I was looking for projection. So I bet a lot of people will say like with this next one, like they don't even notice a difference. And that's okay because I live life for me. I'm featuring with my mouth though because I'm talking, obviously. I'm not gonna be like, and then I'm just gonna talk. Yeah. Oh my god, this chicken is so hot. I literally took it right out and gave it to me. Ah, it's like piping hot. I basically am just getting what I originally wanted. And it's not at all, oh my god, the cats. It's nothing at all on the plastic surgeon. Like, he had what I had to work with, right? And he did amazingly, exceeded my expectations. 100%. I just have always wanted, oh my god, a certain size for my butt. And there's nothing wrong with that, like it's my body. I'm not doing it in a negative way, crazy way. Okay, so let me just touch on being yourself, loving who you are, and getting plastic surgery. Okay, this is what probably the top thing I always get asked or said. You always say to love yourself, be yourself, but you change who you are. Okay, let me bring you back to my childhood. When I first heard, I was probably like 10, 11, and I saw a picture of Pamela Anderson. I'll like never forget this. And I didn't know who that was at the time. And I said to my dad, I think it was Baywatch, like a Baywatch poster or something. I said to my dad, she's beautiful. Like, that's the body I want, right? Like, that's what I want. And I said, how are her boobs that big? I said that to my dad. Because mine was like nothing, obviously I'm 10. And he's like, well, they just put implants in her. And I was like, what? And he said they just like put like balls of silicone in her and she gets breast implants. I was like, so I really want big boobs when I get to be a woman. And if I don't get them naturally, I can just have big boobs? Oh my god, she's big. He's like, yeah, you can pretty much change anything you want in your body, bigger or smaller, with plastic surgery. That to me was so revolutionary because I am somebody who always have been that I like experimenting with my look. I feel like my body is my canvas. Like for hair, for instance, when I was a teenager, I dyed my hair every color, I cut it crazy, I put in like zebra extensions, I experimented with all types of makeup, tanning, piercings, tattoos, everything. Like, I just like experimenting. This chicken is so good. I feel like I'm eating like a ravenous, because I'm so hungry. I'm really upset that there's no biscuit though. No shade to KFC, but like makes me not like KFC. Popeyes is like so good. I'm gonna show you guys a picture of me around 12 years old getting like a ton of presents for Christmas, and I got a plastic surgery book. And you can just see the joy in my eyes. You can just see that I'm so excited to get this because that is who I am. That is internally what I like. I have always, 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 since a child, loved the idea of not just plastic surgery, but body, I just say body modifications. Like, if you have short hair and you don't like it, you can just get extensions. Or, you know, if you have long hair and you don't like it, you can cut it. If you want pink hair, you can have it. I've always loved the idea of modifying your body. It doesn't mean that I hate who I am. I don't like who I am. I'm not being myself. This is 100% me being myself. If I wasn't doing this and I was like sitting there like this and like, oh, dee, then that's not being me. So that is why I always preach. Water break. Water's so good. I've literally just been drinking pop and like milkshakes, like literally for like 3 months, and water's just so good. Anyway, that is being me. So that is, I hope that like ends it all of like people saying, you always say to be yourself, but you're not being yourself. That is 100% me being me. Okay, and also, I am doing it in the most happiest reasons. I'm not saying like I fucking hate my ass, I hate my tits, I hate my stomach. No, girl. Before I had a butt, I had a flat butt, and I worked that flat butt. I was in all the pictures like, ooh, like hey. I've always just been confident in what I have. Whether that is no butt, big butt, whatever, pimples, scars, stretch marks, doesn't matter what I have or don't have. I'm always confident in what I have. And the number one thing I want to say about plastic surgery that I'm getting, and I have got, it can be reversed. It is just fat in my butt, right? So if I just work out a bunch, like that's how you lose fat, right? The butt will go away. Or I could just get it liposuction back out and it would be my butt again. It's still my butt, it's just bigger. I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from with that. Now, the big thing is nowadays in society, people will go on, it's usually younger girls, but gender role too, and we'll look at Kardashians, Beyonce, J-Lo, gorgeous, like curvy women, and say, I want to look like that because that is acceptable, that's powerful, that's money, that's beautiful, that's what guys like, and that breaks my heart. That is absolutely not why I do these things. And I know it can seem like that from like an outside perspective if you're saying like, oh my god, she's getting another BBL, like she's trying to be Kim Kardashian or something like that. Like I literally, when I close my eyes, I envision myself with like boobies and a booty. Like I love tits and ass. Like what's wrong with that? I'm not doing it in a bad way. I'm not being like, I need to have this for my boyfriend. Like, no. Ew, that's a gross piece. Sometimes chicken grosses me out. Like literally, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, eating like meat in general is grossing me out lately. Like bones and like this used to be a lot of, see, I'm grossing myself out, and I think I'm gonna make a really good effort to not eat meat after my surgery, to be honest. I got like this beautiful like chicken sandwich the other day and I like took one bite and I was like, ugh. Used to be alive. Like I feel like that is a positive thing though if I'm like making the connection as I'm eating it. But it's making me realize that I don't want to eat that. I hope that clears that up. I'm not doing it for anybody else. If anything, people would tell me to not do it and I look good the way I am and like don't go bigger. I'm not necessarily going bigger, but you guys know what I mean, like I'm trying to explain it, but I'm not doing it for anybody else. I don't care what anybody says. If somebody says, oh my god, you look disgusting, really could give a shit. And that's what I want to preach to you guys. This is just be you, and this is me. Okay, now, plastic surgery. Let's just say you're like, oh my god, I love plastic surgery too. That's what I want to do. You need to evaluate how painful it is, how expensive it is. It's a serious life-altering thing. This isn't jokes. This isn't a game. This isn't Facetune and Photoshop. It hurts like hell. It hurts. You're under surgery. There are so many risks. You could die from a whole host of things. Okay, it's not something that should just be, oh, I'm gonna get that at that age because this girl has it. Okay? And also, I'm not the only one who's had plastic surgery. There's like thousands and thousands of people that have plastic surgery. I also don't care what other people do in their lives with what their body modifications are. The only thing that irks me, I met a very popular fitness Instagram model, and she, what even part is this? I like just eat the skin. I feel like I'm Trisha Paytas. Like I just like the skin. Was that like a, I don't want to be too specific, but was that one of these like YouTube creative things? Not YouTube, but social media. And she was like, it was a group of us. So how do I say I didn't really meet her? It was a big group of us. So like I was like interacting with her. I didn't be like, hello, I'm this. And she was like, oh, hello. It was like a big group of us. We were all like kind of talking. And plastic surgery came up. And she's like, I don't know how some of you girls just go out and say like, I'm getting a butt job or a boob job. She's like, I could never say that because of my brand. And I like stopped and I was like, I didn't really say anything. And the one girl that was in the group, she's like, well, I feel like I just want to be honest with my audience and it's what I'm doing. I was like, me too. I just said that. I was like, me too. Because if it's what I'm doing and you guys are going to notice there's a change, like whatever, I'm just going to tell you, like, I'm not looking to be a role model. I'm not looking to do anything but be myself. I'm not looking to have young girls look up to me. I'm just being me. I'm just being me and I'm sharing it and I'm being open and honest and real. That's all I'm doing. That's all I want to do on the internet is just be who I am. And this is, ooh, I'm so gross when I eat. I don't know why people watch my eating show. Anyway, she's like, well, I had a BBL. And she's like, and I liked how the liposuction shaped my stomach. So I got a couple more rounds of liposuction to the stomach. And now the fat like doesn't grow back there. I'm just like listening to her say this. Okay, now, when you liposuction, it like sucks out the fat cells. and it almost like puts like a scar barrier over them, so it's not, it doesn't make it as easily to grow back fat there. So you will grow back fat in other places. For me, I experienced it like on my love handles. That's where I always grew a lot of fat, and I like barely have any. It's all, like a lot is like here on my stomach. But now I'm like gaining a lot of my arms, which I never really did before. So that's what she said. Now, this girl has like her own fitness line, and she says, do this to lose belly fat. And people in all her comments, she has like millions of followers. And they're like, oh my God, you're so inspirational for doing it, you know, the way that, I don't care what people do in their life. This is when I'm like, because she's making it seem like she's working hard like for that body and running, but she's not, which there's nothing wrong with that at all in my eyes. Nothing wrong with that. But just own it. And if you're like a YouTuber that got a BBL, you don't need to say anything, right? If you're just like doing clothing haul and people are like, oh, what? You don't need to owe anybody anything. But if you're selling like stuff to like help people lose weight and like, I don't know, then I feel like you need to say something like, oh, I got a little bit of the Bruna sisters. They're twins, are they? I don't know. They both had BBLs and they're fitness models and they're open about their BBLs and they're like, honestly, because I've had my BBL, it's shaped my body and I can exercise and like, it's so much better to work out, which I agree. When I had my first BBL, it was like so easy and like the fat was just like staying off, obviously, and it was just so much easier to work out, like tone, I guess. So, but they're honest with it. Chloe Khan, she's a model. She works out a lot and she says the same thing, and she's open that she's had a BBL and she's open about it. So I don't know. There's a lot of people that also, I know YouTubers have had like little plastic surgeries here and there, and then like people will comment, oh my God, I love you so much, you're so gorgeous, I wish I looked like you. And then some people will comment to like me or other people who have had a lot of I've only had 2, this will be my 3rd one. It's kind of like a touch-up one, so I'd like say it's 2.5, just kidding. I've had my boobs and my butt like BBL, and then I'm just having like a touch-up on it. I would have had it all at once, but I didn't have enough fat. So this is basically, yeah, I've already explained all that. Go look at people like that, you're like, you're so fake. You're fake. This looks fake, that looks fake. And I'm like, I've had the same stuff that girl had that you're praising and then hating on me. Anyway, just a little food for thought there about, I'm so gross. About just like, why does it matter what somebody on the internet is doing to their body? Like, how does that affect you? I'm so hungry. Look at this shit. I'm like eating everything. I wish I had a biscuit. There's a lot of risks involved in BBL. Okay, when I went the first time, I was always told it's like super safe because it's your own fat just going into your butt. And I was like, oh my God, it's so safe. Now, because BBL has become this like big thing, like now they have said that people are dying from having a BBL. Okay, so this isn't just like, oh, I'm gonna go get a big butt. Like, there's death involved. It can be involved. You can get an infection, you can die. You can get a blood clot. You could have complications with anesthesia and going under. There are you could like get an infection after. Like, there's so many things that this isn't just like, oh, I'm gonna go get this. Like, it's a serious, serious thing. And it breaks my heart. People are like, oh, I'm doing it for my boyfriend. Like, I've heard so many people say that, like, or I'm doing it for my wedding day to look good. I'm like, you guys, you're beautiful the way you are. And if you want to dye your hair, because that's not your natural hair, like if this is not me, people that are like, choose what body part is okay to modify, they're like, oh, your nose is okay. Some people think like a nose job's like okay to do, which is fine, whatever you think. But they're like, but if you get a boob job, then you're a fake whore. But you could cut your hair, and dye your hair and get a piercing here, and I don't, like, that's not your natural body. Your hair's not naturally pink. Your hair is not, so I just feel like it's annoying when people choose what body part is okay to do. Like, for instance, like when somebody gets like a boob job. Boob jobs are very common now, so it's like, oh yeah, you're getting a boob job, that's cool. But if you get like a booty, some people get really defensive and they're like, oh, you hate who you are, you don't like who you are. I'm like, I fucking love who I am. I love who I am. There's nothing wrong with who I am. I love who I am. This is me being me. I don't have no suppressed issues. Like, I just want a big ass. Like, that's all it is, guys. I just want a big ass. That's all. Like, that's it. Like, there's no moral to the story, or I hate myself, or I secretly look at pictures of other girls and go, like, no. But the sad truth is there's a lot of people that do that. And that's why I'm coming on here making like a serious like eating show, eating chicken, telling you guys this, okay? Back to the complications. So this is how my surgeon, when he went on his Instagram story and explained, I'm over that. I just want like a little bit more skin, but there's like nothing left on here. He went on his Instagram story and explained like why BBL is becoming the most dangerous. And the reason is because how he explained it is it's basically a blind procedure. Now that, first of all, is scary right on its own. So when you're sucking out the fat, wherever you're sucking it out, suck up the fat, and then you have the fat, right? And when they do whatever to it, then they're gonna re-inject it. Now, when you're re-injecting it, you can't see, like if you're cutting open a boob to do a breast implant, you're cutting it open, you can see, oh, this is where the breast implant is going, right? You can see it all. When you're now re-injecting the fat, this is where everyone's getting confused and like everyone's dropping dead and they don't know why. It's from anesthesia, they're from out of town. That's what a lot of people are saying is like, oh, they shouldn't have went to Turkey because a lot of people are dying in Turkey. I'm like, it has nothing to do with Turkey. Like it has to do with this. So when they're re-injecting the fat into your butt, they can't see where they're putting it, okay? Think about it. They're just sticking a thing in, just putting it in your butt. They don't know where they're putting it. You could have the best surgeon in the entire world and you could have the worst backdoor dad who's not even a surgeon doing it, and you could die because you can't see, you're literally just going like this into the butt. What is happening is they are putting, sometimes when they're putting the fat in, it can go into your vein. I think it's vein, yeah, or artery. Oh my god, my mind's turning blank. But anyway, it can go into your vein, I'm pretty sure it's vein, and then that fat now that's in your vein, not in your butt, can travel up to your heart or lungs or both and kill you. Think about it going into your lungs, like you can't breathe, there's a bunch of fat in there, or going to your heart, like you're going to die. The reason why I'm saying this is because I think a lot of people think that I want to glorify plastic surgery and I want to be like, oh my god, you should do it too, look how cute I look. That is called a pulmonary embolism, and that is the big danger of plastic surgery. So like, the best plastic surgeon could do that because they can't see what they're doing. They're not opening you up and looking and then injecting, they're just blindly injecting. I think I'm done. I'm like, oh, biscuit, so bad. You could have a reaction with the medication you have. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. But some people say to me like, why would you want to do that then if there's that, you know, that risk? Okay, but there's a risk with everything in life. Me driving in my car, do you know how many people die in car accidents a year? So many. I hear every single day, a car accident, death. Every day. That's not gonna stop me from driving. Like in these, like sometimes it's like people not even under the influence, you know, just made one simple mistake. Like that's life though. So when I wanna go to, where do I wanna go? I wanna go to Japan, like so badly. So there's a risk of the plane going down, right? There is. So am I just gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna go to Japan? No. But like, you can't just like stop your life, in my opinion, because there's risks involved. There's risks involved with everything. I could have this right now and there could have been like a parasite in this food item, and now that my body might not be able to fight it off and I could die. Like, you can just die. It could be my time to go in a month. You can't stop your life and not do what you like. Now, I'm not just talking plastic surgery, but oh my god, it seemed like that. I'm just talking like anything in general. My dad has always taught me that because that was one thing, my social anxiety was really getting to me, and I was like, oh, I can't do that, can't do this, can't do that, what if I die, what if I die? Like I kept saying that, and he's like, you can't stop your life because of fear. I'm just excited. So I hope you can understand now with me where I'm coming from, where my mind frame is, like where I'm feeling, and I'm not hating myself. This is me being me. This is me being myself. This is me just living my life and loving who I am. And when you cut your hair and dye your hair, you're changing your body or modifying your body. Like there should be nothing wrong with other people living their life, right? Unless it is like dangerous, unless like I'm telling you guys I'm going to some guy in a back alley and getting it done. Like, okay, like maybe that's not the safest, but I'm going to somebody who's very, very top. I think he is like the top, I could be wrong, but I think he's like the top surgeon in Toronto. Like, They have a beautiful facility. He is so good at what he does. And not only him, but all the nurses in there who do like injectables and stuff like that. They're so good too. So I'm gonna be explaining to you guys like my plastic surgery journey on the vlog channel. I will be showing you guys around, meeting my plastic surgeon, going through everything with me. I don't think it's gonna be as intense as the first time, but who knows, it might be. I can't sit for 2 weeks. I am just really happy. I hope everything goes good. Oh, and when is this happening? As you guys are watching this, I will have had it done. That was my eating show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually ate a lot. Like, I feel like all my other eating shows, I'm like, I'm full because like my stomach is literally like this small. But since I've been eating so much to gain weight for this surgery, my stomach's like, hello, we love all food. Like, I feel like it just gets you into trouble if you just hold back, because then you seem like you're hiding things and you are lying. It seems like you're lying about stuff. So I just want to be open and honest. And it does come with criticism. People are going to call me a fake bitch and a whore and this and that and a wannabe. Whatever. Like, it really doesn't affect me. I really, really want to start being health conscious with my body. So I've always like went to the gym here and there, but like I've just like ate like shit. Like, I don't know, I just love bad food. It's something in me, I love it. But since wanting this like touch-up BBL, I guess you would say, I have just had this like overwhelming, like I'm explaining with like the food and like saying how gross, like, ugh. I want to just live a really healthy life. Like, I want to have like salads every day. I want to, yeah, of course, like, you know, have the occasional Taco Bell or like the occasional cupcake or something like that. But I just really want to treat my body and my insides really well. So after this surgery, I really want to just start exercising, going to the gym again. I want to be drinking lots of water and eating really healthy things and just making much more healthier decisions. And truly, this might sound crazy, but for gaining weight for this surgery, this one here, I literally, every time I crave something, I would get it. So if I'm craving Popeyes, I would get it. If I was craving Taco Bell at 10 a.m., I would go get it. And then at like 1 p.m., if I wanted Arby's, I would go get it. And I would order everything I wanted on the menu. I was honestly trying intentionally to make myself sick of fast food, because I'm just like talking. I'm gonna like wrap this up here because I can go on for like years. But I honestly had like a fast food addiction, and I feel like I've always have. It's just something that is in me, and I love fast food. If somebody had like a home cooked meal and it was like my favorite home cooked meal, I would prefer fast food. Like, it's just something in me. I don't know why. I was like intentionally doing that. And I'm like, as soon as I woke up, I was like, ooh, McDonald's breakfast. Like, that's like always what I think of when I wake up. But this time, now with the gaining weight, I was like, okay, let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. And honestly, I have like made myself not want it anymore. I just like kept having it, that I'm like sick of it. Like, I'm like thinking of the Taco Bell menu, and I'm like, I literally have had it like so often in the past 6 months. Like, crazy amount. It's probably so unhealthy for your body. That's the other thing. Gaining weight for plastic surgery, or some plastic, like obviously if you're getting a fat transfer, that's unhealthy. To like gain a big amount of weight in a short amount of time and then like lose it and then be healthy again and do this, like, that is unhealthy for your body. I love you guys. Remember that you are beautiful. I know this was all about plastic surgery and everything, but I'm hoping I could come across and not just be like, I'm getting plastic surgery, wee! I just wanted to explain it all, the good, bad, the ugly, the horrible, what can happen, to not do it. Like, unless you are completely committed and know everything. If you have small little boobies, or if you have huge boobs, if you have a tiny little tummy, whatever skin color you are, whatever religion you are, whatever you are is beautiful, okay? And I know people are like, well, you too, like, but I know, like, my butt is beautiful. My butt was beautiful before. My butt was beautiful when I gained weight, when I lost weight. Size, shape, color, well, whatever you are, it's gorgeous, and it is okay. Like, it's okay to have. You don't need to look a certain way. That's it. I love you guys so much. If it sounds a little hypocritical, then I'm sorry, but that's just, I hope I can get across that way. I love you, and yeah, so I will be vlogging all about the procedure and everything and my recovery. So if you guys want to head over to our vlog channel, link will be down below, and you can follow me on Instagram for like pictures and updates and stuff. I love you guys. Bye.